What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Bonnie and this is my channel where I talk about all things lifestyle and DIY. And for today's DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how I made this tabletop fire bowl. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. So the original idea for this tabletop fire bowl came from Pinterest, so I'll link that down below for you guys. It does call for hardware cloth, but I didn't want to buy a whole roll for like $15, so I tried to find some cheaper alternatives. I have this sink strainer, and then I also have a grill topper that I will show you guys next here. They are going to be a higher heat resistance because one is stainless steel and the other one is aluminum. And the heat resistance, I believe, is like 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And the sterno that we're going to be using only reaches like a max temp of 175 degrees. So if you guys don't want to take that risk, go ahead and use hardware cloth as recommended by the actual instructions from Pinterest. Next, you're going to need some sort of bowl to put everything in. I have this super cute terracotta bowl that I found at Home Depot. I think it was only like $8, and since these are kiln fired, they are going to withstand a higher heat temperature, so putting the little cans of sterno inside is not going to be a problem. I got this sterno from a local hardware store. It comes in a 2-pack. I believe it was only about $10. What I like about it is that it tells you the burn time on it, so about 4.5 hours for each one, and that there are 2 cans in each pack. Next, you're also going to need some sort of heat resistance rock. So this lava rock I purchased off of Amazon. It is a 10-pound bag, and the reviews say that they're not really heat resistant, but that depends on what your use is for it, I want to say, because a lot of the reviews said that they used it for like their grill or something that has like extreme heat for a prolonged period of time. So again, purchase these at your own risk. If you want to look for something that's going to withstand a higher heat temperature, you can definitely do that too. And then you're also going to want a stick lighter. Don't forget your safety gloves. Don't mind mine, they are pretty beat up. And you're also going to want some wire cutters to cut your hardware cloth, or in my case, the aluminum or stainless steel wire. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a cage around the can in order to leave some airspace for the sterno to burn. So at first I thought I was going to use the stainless steel sink strainer because it just was the perfect size for it and it fit over it really well. But after messing with it for a little bit, I just realized that it was not going to work, so I checked that idea out the window. So then I actually went to the grill topper. So the first thing that I did was I wanted to cut a circular piece that was going to be used as the top to make sure that none of the rocks in the bowl fall into the sterno. So I just took my wire cutters and I kind of went around the outside of the sterno can just to make sure that there was enough room for the cage that would be leaving space for airflow. So this looks good. Now I'm going to cut a larger piece that's going to wrap around it in the shape of a cylinder. So you can see here that I wrapped it around like the shape of a cylinder, and then I kind of just measured upward to see where the best spot would be to cut off the top, and I cut from there. After you have both pieces done, go ahead and place your sterno can in the center of your bowl. And I try to wrap the wire around it and kind of bend it into each other so that it would stay, but you can kind of see from this video that it didn't really work towards the top of the wire. Then you're just going to place the top on top of that so that the rocks won't fall into the sterno can when you put them inside the bowl. Now I grabbed the 10-pound bag of lava rocks and then I carefully placed them around the sterno can before dumping them in. Then you're going to remove the top part of the wire and take out the sterno can. On the instructions, it says to use a flat edge in order to kind of pry off the top of the sterno can, but I decided to use pliers, which was probably not a good idea. Once the top is removed, you can go ahead and place the sterno can back into the center of the bowl. And then you're going to put the wire back on top and then light the gel fuel. Obviously you can't see from here and I couldn't see from there, so I just put my hand over it to make sure that the heat was coming out, and it was definitely producing heat. I really hope you guys enjoyed this super short and easy DIY tutorial on how to make a tabletop fire bowl. And if you did, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time.